The Nigerian Army, in its effort to tackle insecurity in Nigeria, recently changed its Defense Academy curriculum to meet the contemporary security threats facing the country. 315 cadets of the Direct Short Service of Nigerian Army and Course 31 Nigerian Air Force members are participating in the Academy Camp Highland exercise at Sherry Hills Training Center in Jos, Plateau State. Funam Joshua reports.
315 cadets of Direct Short Service Regular Course 27, the Nigerian Army, and Direct Short Service Course 31 Nigerian Air Force are participating in this year's NDA Camp Highland exercise at the Sherry Hills Leadership and Training Center in Jos, Plateau State. The exercise is a requirement for the cadets of the academy to pass through before graduation and commissioning into the Nigerian Army. The NDA commandant inspected the cadets on the training ground for the first time since his appointment as the commandant of the academy. He says these cadets are different from others who graduated years ago who are not used to the current emerging threats. He's impressed with their performance.
The aim of the training is to build team spirit and also to ensure that their physical fitness is tough enough to confront the challenges they are going to face as officers of the Nigerian Armed Forces.
The NDA commandant intends to take the academy to the next level with the proper usage of technology for the cadets to protect the expanding population that will hit the country by 2050.
Warfare has changed as a result of technology and the geopolitical space. And in order for us to adapt, we should also change as well. By 2050, which is just 27 years away from today, Nigeria will be the third most populous country in the world. And also Goldman Sachs has predicted that the Nigerian economy will probably be the sixth biggest in the world. That level of prosperity must be defended.
We have spoken with a few of the cadets about the exercise so far.
I've learned some discipline, endurance, improvisation, and composure in general.
I've learned so much from it, such as the time management, the stress management, and how you can go through the process without cutting corners.
The Camp Highland exercise included running on the bench, crawling under barbed wire, scaling a 12-foot wall, balancing on pyramids, and stepping, among others. Funam Joshua, TVC News, Sherry.
Where governments have been advised to ensure strict adherence to standards, competence and credibility as prerequisite for enrollment into federal unity schools in the country. That's according to the old students of Government College Enugu, who say they are worried about the level of crowded classrooms, which is now a burden to teachers in schools. Bamindele Ajayi reports.
Education remains the hallmark of growth, the unique source of Human Capital Development Index. Nigeria out-of-school children stands at 20 million. That is occasioned by poverty, insecurity, poor funding of education sector. Although government alone cannot undo the educational sector, hence the need for a collective effort in ensuring its sustenance. And now concerns have been raised for government to redesign regulatory framework to ensure standards are upheld in all the 104 unity schools in the country. These demands was also raised by all students of Federal Government College Enugu alumni, who are also calling for improved funding for education sector.
Government should put in that effort required in terms of funding to make sure that what we are putting in here comes out as value to the system, right? Like I said, people that know what good looks like are in government today. Let's invest more, not just in infrastructural development, but in human capacity development.
One of the major challenges was clean drinking water for the students. Most of the students have to drink from a shallow well.
Former governor of Cross River State, Lieli Moke, is requesting for an urgent step in addressing education challenges and enhancing budgeting.
As a nation, we have stop prioritizing education. And that is going to be something that will have a profound adverse impact, not just on the economy, but on our lifestyle.
Students of the school appreciated the initiative, but want strict adherence to standard in school enrollment.
So that students that are not able to make it up to 500, the score, the cutoff mark, so that they cannot be able to enroll them into the unity schools.
The Federal Government College Golden Global Reunion Alumni Anniversary in Enugu featured renovation of critical infrastructure, including provision of water supply, renovation of classrooms, science blocks, sick bay, tree planting, and renovation of technical workshop, among others. Bamidele Ajayi, TVC News, Enugu.
The Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Taoreed Lagbaja, has reaffirmed the Nigerian Army's dedication to defending and strengthening democracy in Nigeria. He stated this at the Executive Commissioning of 239 officers cadets at the Nigerian Army School of Infantry in Jaji, Kaduna State. TVC News, Lupe Asom reports.
Executive Commissioning is the Nigerian Army's initiative that recognizes disciplined, loyal and experienced soldiers, qualifying them for commissions in specialized fields of expertise within the force. At the passing out parade in Jaji, the Chief of the Army Staff, Lieutenant General Taoreed Lagbaja, is a special guest of honor. In his address, he highlights the gravity of Nigeria's current security challenges, charging the military to brace up to address them.
There is no doubt that if these threats to our collective national security and economic prosperity are not immediately nipped in the bud, they could undermine our cherished corporate existence.
The resurgence of military coups in some West African nations has become a matter of great concern. The Army Chief strongly believes that democracy remains the foundation of a nation's progress. He reaffirms the Nigerian Army's commitment to defending and strengthening democracy while remaining apolitical in their constitutional duties.
I'm unequivocal in my belief that the only thing better than democracy for our country in this modern era is more democracy. I shall not fail to use this all-important platform to reaffirm the commitment and unalloyed loyalty of the officers and soldiers of the Nigerian Army to the government and the constitution of our great nation. Our democracy is a cherished value, and the Nigerian Army is poised to defend and strengthen it and not contribute to undermining, let alone truncating it.
It is hoped that the Nigerian Army's dedication to safeguarding the nation will pave the way for a prosperous and stable future. Lupe Asom, TVC News, Jaji, Kaduna.